Nobody is talking about this commander in cEDH, and I just can't understand why. I'm with Crackerjack Game. If you like cool cards and hot deck techs, be sure to like and subscribe. If you're looking for this full list, the link's in the comments. Going straight to my Mox field. I'm talking about Donatello, Gadget Master. Donnie's a special character. He deals combat damage to a player, create a token of an artifact you control. A few heuristics when I'm playing Commander, even cEDH. One, try and be the person who spends the most mana. That usually leads to a win. Or try and break the rules of Commander. Well, making extra copies of artifacts you control, that's a great way to break the rules of Commander. So we have a powerful mono blue Commander deck focused on artifacts. See how this deck does it. It's playing all the usual culprits. We've got Urza, Lord High Artificer, make mana, and eventually have an outlet for all of the mana you're going to make. Emery, Lurker of the Lock. People are not going to want to deal with all the artifacts you can. So some of them are going to end up in the graveyard, and you can take advantage of that, of course. We've got like 33 artifacts in the deck. So Liberator, Urza's Battlethopter goes in the deck as well, so we can play them at flash speed. Reality Chip just lets us keep doing things off the top of our deck all game. And this deck is a Hullbreaker horror deck. Eventually we're going to stick it, and we're going to start looping 2 artifacts that cost 1 or 2 mana, or maybe even free, and generate infinite mana. Now, I wouldn't normally play Thought Monitor in a cEDH deck, but playing it for 1 mana and drawing 2, and then immediately copying it by getting in some damage, I'm okay with that. Like, really okay with that. We've got tons of interaction to go along with all our artifacts, so Chain of Vapor fits in here for that Null Rod. Into the Floodmaw, same idea. Strix Serenade is super powerful, especially when you're trying to kind of play control. Its best friend, Swan Song, also lives in the deck. I love Snap. It's a great way to untap things. Obviously, Fierce Guardianship. And Filter Out's pretty cool in this deck. You get to pick up all your artifacts and go again. And the even better version of that, the vintage staple, Paradoxical Outcome. Pick up all your artifacts, draw a bunch of cards, and go again is always really nice. We play Snow Islands, so we can play Arkham's Astrolabe. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but just making copies of something that draws you a card is always nice. Sensei's Top looks good here. I really like Vexing Bauble. Turning people's stuff off is always nice until we need to crack it and go for a win. And we're playing tons of powerful artifacts that we use for mana, like Grim Monolith. So we want to untap them with Voltaic and Manifold Key. And one of those artifacts might be Idol of Oblivion. Play it, get in for damage with Donnie, make another copy of it, tap both of them to draw a card, go up to 4 cards the next turn. We finally have a deck where repurposing base seems really, really good. Just kind of go up the chain. We got lots of artifacts to choose from, so there's a huge toolbox. And there's definitely an answer in your deck, so you can get to go get it. Obviously, this is a 1-ring deck. And if you haven't played Unwinding Clock in an artifact deck in a while, you probably should look at that. This is essentially Seedborn Muse in your artifact deck. And Seedborn Muse essentially says, take an extra turn with everyone else. How about we play Memory Jar? Not really a cEDH staple anymore, but if you can Memory Jar every turn or twice in a round of a table because Donnie's getting in for damage, I think that might be worth it. Coveted Jewel definitely goes in the deck. Draw 3, make 3 mana, get in for damage, do it again. And we get to play Nexus of Becoming, which is going to make copies of our artifacts as well, but now they're creatures. Portal Phyrexius got to be one of the most powerful things you can make a copy of. Sure, it's 9 mana, but, you know, we're going to find Urza. We're going to tap things for big mana in our artifact deck. So let's make everyone sacrifice 3 creatures, get in for damage, and do it again. We're also going to play Encroaching Mycosynth so we can start making copies of other things on the battlefield. And finally, everyone gets a big blue margarita to celebrate because we're kind of a little bit of a storm deck at the end. And because of that, we give everyone 50 damage. And Aetherflux Reservoir is a great way to finish a game. So Donnie's in here making copies of things for us, playing lots of instants so we can stay on top of the game and stay relevant. Eventually finish them with a combo. And then to celebrate, everyone gets to eat guac and marshmallow pizza. Hope this helps.